And then, yeah, so we'll hit share screen, the actual button. And then you can either do your screen or the Google, doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, so if you go to the PowerPoint, yep, you're golden.
Set up.
You are all set up. Perfect. You need anything else?
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. Absolutely. Good seeing everybody.
Sarah's hosting, so she'll be here.
Hi. Hi. Yeah, good morning. I think we've got a couple more people walking in, so I was just in there in a recruiting meeting with Amanda. So how is everybody? Good. Tell me your name again.
My name is Sarah. I'm actually out of the Illinois Partners office.
Awesome. I know I've seen you before and met and so Sarah.
Sarah.
Okay.
Maddie.
Maddie, and what office are you in?
Southside.
Okay.
Newer.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the family. How new?
I started in July and I completed core, but I have like a part-time serving job that I had to be at for a little while, but now I'm
Where did you serve at?
Olive Garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here.
Me too, thank you.
And don't smell like garlic anymore.
It's always bread and sauce. It's not working like a wing place, it's like a fryer.
Oh,
That's
yes,
good.
yes. Listen, I would say probably almost all of us had part-time gigs when we first started, so you're a good company.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. I see you all the time.
Yeah, I'm Deirdre.
Deirdre,
Yes.
and you are,
I'm
tell us a
here
little bit
in
about
Southside.
Southside.
Yeah, and I started also probably in August.
Okay.
So
Aw-
really cool.
Awesome, awesome. And this is the Cavanaugh home team, separate from my two separate Cavanaugh families here in the Southside office. Tell us a little bit about what you do and your role and introduce yourself.
My name is Amy Trinidad. I'm the administrative assistant for the husband and wife bilingual team.
Yes.
Cavanaugh's without a U.
Yes, yes. And she always has the sweetest smile walking around the office. Always very good.
My name is Deanna. I'm out of the Atlantic Beach office, but I'm also in the St. Simons Island Market Center.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
So I'm across state lines.
Fantastic. And how long have you been doing real estate?
About 5 years.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
with a 10-year background in property management. So
Okay.
yes, this
Awesome.
snuck right in.
Yes, And so where do you live?
Live in Jacksonville, from
Okay,
Jacksonville, but lived in South Georgia for about 10 years. Got licensed there
Okay,
and then moved back about a year ago.
okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Very good. I grew up a little bit in the St. Simons.
Did you?
My the grandparents lived there.
It's very different from what it used to be. When was the last time you visited?
All the time. Yeah, but yes.
So you've watched the
Yeah,
changes happen.
yeah, it's great. Still the savor
Very
of the
quaint.
South.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
Awesome. Well, good.
Stacy Gilder, Southside office, 6 years.
Yeah. Stacy's one of our leaders, our agent leadership council on our ALC. And there's Mama Carrie.
I'm gonna miss it.
Bring me the baby.
Right.
She just woke up, so she'll want cuddles.
Awesome. So it's interesting, my personal note, aside from this, we were waiting on you, Carrie. My son, who just turned 16 yesterday, he has 3 of his friends, their moms are named as Carrie.
Yeah.
And so they're all Mama Carries. And so they have like the Mama OC, like she's the original Carrie. And then there's the Mama Carrie Lynn, and then there's the other Mama Carrie. And so
I'm
it's-
Carrie Lynn, that is so wild.
Well, one of his best friend's mama's name is Carrie Lynn.
That is
So,
wild.
yeah. And she's from Chicago, isn't that weird? She was Carrie Lynn and she's from Chicago. Yeah.
She has some southern blood in her.
I know. So we were just kind of getting to know each other a little bit. So Carrie, tell us a little bit about you, how long you've been in the business, what office you're in.
Excellent. So I'm Carrie Lynn, if you want. Been in real estate now since June of last year, so little close to a year and a half now. Absolutely love it. Came from a crazy logistics industry where I managed 13 different states, had over 700 customers. It was a wild ride. Loved it, but you just, you don't want to take 2 a.m. conference calls when you have little ones. So my mom's been in the industry since 2008. And I've worked with her some just part-time and things like that. So, we decided it's time, let's make the switch, and have loved it. I'm at the Southside office here.
And powerhouse.
Thank you.
Powerhouse. She has nailed it and had a baby.
Yes,
So-
my first year I capped in 6 months. And then this year I capped in 4 months, thanks to the hurricane. I was shooting for 3.
Yeah, I think you were working while you were delivering.
I was actually.
I mean,
Of course
seriously.
you were.
I actually had a closing on her birthday, so it was funny, I kept muting the title company when I had a contraction, and then they were like, well, what is all that noise? I said, actually, I forgot to tell you, I'm in labor. So I just wanted to let you know.
The diehard.
Exactly.
I know we'll have at least one more joining us, but, so share with me, I'm gonna go around the room again, I'm not gonna remember your names, but share with me, today we're talking about post-transaction relationships. So can you say the number of customers that you have closed? For some of you, it's easy because you just got into the business. So have you had your first closing yet? All right, so you're almost there.
Well, I've assisted on one, but
Okay, awesome.
I don't know.
Okay. 5, 10, 20.
Oh, I've been in it for almost 5 years, so I would say
Okay.
probably over 50.
That's awesome. That is great. Okay, Stacy.
I have no idea.
Okay,
Isn't that awful?
I have another class to teach.
Yeah, I know. I actually have employed an accountability partner
Yes,
for
Yes.
such things.
yes, awesome. Okay, so 5, 10, 20, 50? Yeah, because you 5 years. That's-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably sold 10 a year,
Right,
so you're at 50 or more.
right.
Okay, awesome. Sure.
I'm trying to do the math.
Okay.
Probably between 60 and 70.
Fantastic, great, okay, good. And your
Well,
team,
Yeah.
do you know something?
For the year or for?
Yeah, for, let's say this year.
Big business to us.
Yeah.
For this year, around 16, no, going to 30 almost actually. So it just
Okay.
took them.
So you'll almost close about 30 this year.
Yeah.
That's awesome, because you're husband-wife team, so. And awesome, fantastic. So today we are going to talk about, like I said, what happens from the closing day, and then what? Because some of the worst things that you hear about clients is, I've never heard from my agent since they walked away from the closing table with their check in their hand. Or I don't know if my client or my real estate agent is still in business, or I don't know where my real estate agent's office is. I don't know their phone number. And so, which means they're not connected with you. So this class is all about connection. So if I would have named it instead of Margot, I would have named it Customer Connection for Life.
I love that.
That is really what this class is. Customer Connection for Life. How do you become the lifelong real estate agent with your customers? And so if you think about it, and I talk to my customers, this is our dialogue with the customers as they're going through the transaction. Our dialogue is, hey, so you know how you have the family attorney, the family doctor, right? I'm your family realtor. So I am your realtor for life, for your whole family, for you, your mom, your sister, your nephew, your aunt, the whole family. I am your go-to, just like your family. And so, oh, do we have somebody online? Oh,
Do,
all right, awesome. Hey, Megan, if you can hear us, introduce yourself. Oh, we have, hey, Mike.
Hey,
I think this is the camera. I'm not used to this thing. Hey, Mike, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how many transactions you've either done this year, or if you're a real rock star that I know you are, how many you've done in your lifetime.
so I should close out the year with about 18, and I think that'll put me somewhere around close to 100 for the 4 years I've been in business.
Fantastic. And Mike is also here at the Southside office. He's also on our Agent Leadership Council. So thanks for joining us, Mike. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. And Megan, there she is.
I guess yeah, just good. Hi, this is actually Joe. I'm using Megan's computer.
Okay, awesome. Joe, what office are you out of?
Who you are? Oh, I'm out of here. I'm actually in the building right now. I just am working on some other stuff as well. But I'm with the military group.
Awesome, fantastic, great. You're my neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us, Megan. I appreciate it. And we're excited to have you guys a part of the class. So, all right, so we're gonna get started here. So the closing table, at the closing table, what is the most important thing at the closing table? If everything is signed and done. It's celebration.
Yes.
So the most important thing is that you celebrate. So your first point of connection is celebration. Celebration gets everyone excited. It connects everybody. Think about weddings, births, engagement parties, graduations, birthdays. Celebrations are where people connect. It's how they connect. So when you get excited about the closing transaction, because it's so stressful, you know, they show up to the closing office with like deer in headlights, right? They're just like, oh my gosh, should I bring everything? I've got the movers coming. It's such a stressful. So you want to make sure that when all the papers are signed, all the documents are done, they are walking out the door with the biggest smile on their face, and you have to remind them, because they have been under a lot of stress to make the transaction happen. You have to remind them that it's a celebratory event, and congratulations. So what do we celebrate with? What's in the closing basket is very important, very important. I've spent years perfecting this, and it's always a work in progress. So if I were to show you my closing basket next year, it probably will not look the same, because it's always a work in progress. I always want to make sure that I am upping my game on making sure that this client feels celebrated. So packaging is everything. Gotta have a package, those, it doesn't have to be fancy. This literally gets blow dried in my office. So, so it doesn't have to be super fancy, just celebratory. Bubbles are a must. Okay, you can buy blue Lamarca at Costco for I think like $17.99.
That's my go-to.
It is the best go-to. It's great. It's not champagne. It's Prosecco. It's just acceptable, and it's just bubbles. And some of your clientele may not consume alcohol, and usually we ask them to make sure, and then we'll go and buy Martinelli's. So, but always bubbles. Bubbles are the first thing in your basket. Everything you build around the bubbles.
Okay.
So, because bubbles celebrate, right? Look at our balloons right now. What do they look like?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. When you're a kid, what was your favorite thing that you did? Blow bubbles.
Oh, yes.
Right? Bubbles are just celebratory. They just are. So you really want to wrap your mind. And then we help them to open the bubbles and pour them right away. We put in 2 plastic champagne glasses, because where are their champagne glasses? They're packed. So they don't have them. And we don't want to give them more, because nobody wants more stuff. But so we give them just 2, so they can immediately celebrate as soon as they get back to their house, pop it open, and with the plastic champagne glasses. Then the third element that's the bubbles and champagne glasses. The second most important element of your basket is your branding. You've got to have your branding in your basket, and it has to have shelf life. Okay, so if your branding doesn't have a shelf life, it's basically useless. So we have these cups, our Cavanaugh team cups, that are in here that are branded. We have a magazine that is branded in here and has everybody's name, because I have a team. And so I always want to make sure that I accentuate the people on my team. I want to make sure that it's not about me, but it's about the agent who helped them through the transaction. So in this magazine is their picture, their phone number, their contact information. All of that is in there. We have this is probably my most brilliant piece in the basket, is a lined notepad and pen. Why? Because when you're moving, you're making lists, right? Oh, I need toilet paper. Everybody moves and forgets toilet paper. I need paper towels. I need to pick up Lysol wipes. We need water. Oh, I need to order pizza. What does everybody want for moving day? So the first thing people need in a house is a pen and paper to write down lists. So we make that ready to label, a branded pen, long shelf life, branded notepad. So it's out in the open. And we do have a fun little cup. We have branded cookies in there. So we like to give some little special treat. Sometimes it's chocolate, sometimes it's cookies, sometimes, just like a little snack to go with the champagne. So typically chocolate or cookies. These are made by a local cookie company. Don't know what their name is, but I can find out if you ask my team. And it has our logo on it. Super cheap, the best shortbread cookies you've ever put in your mouth. And they individually wrapped. And then they're just people rave about our cookies. They love them. So just gives like a little thing to go with the champagne.
And the cookies are branded with your.
They are branded.
Okay.
Yeah. I wonder if I have one. Do we have any cookies in here? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, they are branded as well. And then we put a couple little local things. So we love having a flavor of our local area. So in here is a candle handmade by a company called Hand Poured Jacks. So it's a local family owned candle company. And so it has the state of Florida on it, Jacksonville, and they make different scents. So sometimes one's called like Beach City. This one's called Florida Citrus. They have all kinds of, and they will even make a scent specifically branded for you if you want them to. So we have that in there. And then just some napkins, like fun little, this has like they're navy blue with a little shell or coral reef. Sometimes we'll find napkins that have like the state of Florida on them or something. So just something. And then if there is anything that is personal or specific to this customer that you are helping buy or sell a home, then we'll put something more personal. Like if they have kids, then I'll get like the Yeti cups and I'll have their name put on them or something like that. So the kids, or I'll do something, you know, a little more personal. So we make every one of these. We do not mass produce these. They are each personally made for every closing. And we'll close almost 100 homes this year. And every single one of them, we talk about what goes in it. Oh, the Smiths are going to be closing next week. What do we want to make sure is in their closing basket? Oh, the Smiths are just bought a luxury home and they're great wine, they're wine lovers. So I got them a Kate Keller Williams wine opener when it has like a wood handle. It's super nice. So we personalize them as well. But these are the basics: bubbles, branding, local. Those are the three most important things: bubbles, branding, and something from your local area. So that's where it starts, is at the closing table, to make sure that you are celebratory, right? And celebrate, that creates your connection. And then right there at the closing table, you're going to go ahead and set the next appointment, right? You should already be doing this all through your process of working with your customers. Every time you work with them, you say, okay, what's our next appointment? You're still going to do that at the closing table. Our next appointment is going to be, hey guys, I know you're going to be spending the next couple of weeks getting settled into your new home. I know one of the things that you're really looking forward to is ripping down that wallpaper and putting up some shiplap. And so I'm going to come visit you in 30 days from now, and I can't wait to see the changes that you've made in the home. Or I know that you just bought this special rug or this couch, or you've got Aunt Betty's antique dresser that you can't wait to display. So you go ahead and let them know you're going to be doing a 30-day visit. So to come see them in person. Oh, I missed this part. Go ahead.
Sorry, go back.
I take that back. We're going to skip back. 1 week later, we do a referral connection. So we send them a little email that says, I shouldn't say referral connection, it should say review. We're looking to get a review. And so congratulations on closing your home. We're so grateful that you put, hey, come on in, your trust in us. And remember, we're always here for you. Please leave us a review. So this is where we're asking for a rating review. How do we get that? How do we do that? We send a personalized video to every customer that closes. Go ahead. 49 seconds. All right, there we go. Yes, we can send a copy of all of this out. So they get to see themselves first on the screen, and then we literally leave them. You can click here to leave a review on Google, Facebook. This is one of our websites that we're on, Zillow and Realtor.com. So you literally click and then they can leave a raving review, and it's awesome. We also send this to them. How else do you send this?
So we use a email platform called BombBomb, which it's easy for them to open it, and then we can also track and see if they get it, if they open it and stuff like that too. So yeah, we send it out there, they can email, and then we also, the agent who closed with them, we ask them to send them a text as well.
Yeah, so they send a text, hey, please leave us a review. And so that often gets it back too. I don't know about you guys, but if the industry is crazy with reviews, I just had a $200 microwave installed in one of my investment condos. And they're bombarding me with reviews, like in text messages, emails, phone calls. I'm like, it was just a microwave. Am I putting this much effort to get a review on a $250,000 home? You know, so that was a big wake up call for us is when you get, so that's 1 week later, we do the review connection, and then it's 30 days is when we do our customer. So we schedule an appointment, we let them know, hey, I'm going to be stopping by to come see you in 30 days. And then you stop by and we bring a little gift. It's typically seasonal, our pop by gifts. So this is one that we did this summer. We did kind of, again, festive. We did your referrals make our business sparkle. And so it's a little fun little, you know, forget what those things are called. You know, that I love bubbles, right? So we found these cute little Martinelli, or you can get miniature little champagne or Prosecco, the little blue Lamarcos come in minis too, or rosé. Sparklers and Americana Cracker Jacks. So this was kind of our summer from Memorial Day to Labor Day. This is what we delivered to our clients 30 days after they closed. And so it's just a fun little thing of, hey, I want to come see how you guys are getting settled into the house. And here's a little treat for you as well. Leave that for a business card in and you're good to go. Right now for fall, we're doing the Nothing Bundt cakes. Oh my gosh, they're delicious. They're so good. She wraps them in this perfectly little thing. I think it's minimal cost. And so that's what we're doing for the fall for October, November, December is 30 days after the closing. We're delivering a little Bundt cake to the family. So, and if it's a big family, we'll get a stack. If it's just a couple, we'll just do one. So super fun. And then 6 months post-closing. So we've done 1 week, a 30-day, and now we're at 6 months. So at 6 months is where we're really now asking for the referral. You're settled in, you are loving, you've met your neighbors, you're involved in the community, you're settled into your schools, all of those things. So now you're telling everybody how amazing your new home, your new community, your new environment is. And we want those referrals because now Sister Susie, who is up in Maryland, is going, well, I want to live there. And so we're reminding them again that we are your family realtor. We are your family realtor for life. And so it's a very short, but pointed question, like right out of the gate. Do you have any family or friends that want to move here? Like our job is to create more business. They hired us to sell homes. So that's okay. So we're asking right out of the gate. And can we introduce ourselves? So that is sent by email. And then we go to our 1 year home anniversary. So this is a handwritten card that we send, and I'm gonna break it open. my admin, anyways, so handwritten with your handwriting. So you want to send a handwritten card on their home anniversary, and I usually give them a call as well. Check in with them. How's everything going? What else can I help you with? So I just did that this week to one of my clients who closed on their investment condo that they had, and just, hey, so it wasn't even their primary home, but happy home anniversary. How's everything going? Is there anything I can do for your family? And she was like, Cherya, we want to put our properties in a trust. Who can do that for us? And then we want to sell the home we're in. Now that we've sold our investment, we have a large chunk of cash and we want to upgrade to a larger home. So boom, just because I made a phone call for a home anniversary. So these are put on my calendar so that I know to call. So that's kind of our basic post-closing celebratory closing gift, bubbles. And then we go into the 1 week, leave us a rating review, then the 1 month pop by, the 6 month ask for a referral, and the 1 month congratulations, you've been in your home for a year. And how else can I help you or your family? So that's kind of our post-closing timeline. And so now we're going to move into kind of how we go into incorporating that with our 12 customer events throughout the year. So
And I have a question. How do you track the week, the month, the 6 months?
So my executive assistant does. So I have a small ops team. I have Liam as our marketing director. So he's awesome. He does all of these amazing things that young people do. And then Selena is my director of operations. She's also our transaction coordinator, does all of the transaction coordinating. And then Becca is what we call our executive assistant, and she is sweetly considered on our team as the junk drawer. So, and she knows it and she claims it. So, you know, like all the things on the kitchen counter that you just don't want to deal with and you just swoop them into the junk drawer, that is Becca. She does anything that does not have to do with a real estate transaction, right? So it's nothing to do with the closing or the buying or the selling or anything. This is what she does. So this is her full time. She has a spreadsheet, and then this goes on her spreadsheet. And so she sends the email about the review. She sends the referral at 6 months. She writes the card. I wrote the first one, and then she just writes it. And then, and if there's anything special that I want her to say, you know, like, you know, how are the kids, or I want to say their names, you know, I'll let her know. And then she puts together all the closing gifts. So.
Is she licensed?
No,
Oh,
she's the only person who's not licensed because she doesn't do anything that has to do with the real estate transaction. So it doesn't matter. She's only in the office twice a week. Otherwise, she works from home. She loves it. It's fluid. It's great. And it's a fortune. She's very affordable. So I highly encourage you to get an executive assistant. So we do 12 client connection events a year. So on top of this post-closing process, we want to continue to stay engaged with our customers face-to-face. So these are good because we send a text, an email, we popped by, we send a handwritten card, but we also want elbow-to-elbow, face-to-face interaction. So we do 12 events a year, and it is all just based on maybe geographical location. It may be based on who they are or where they are in their life. So it just kind of depends. So I'll give you a few examples of what we do in our client. So we launched this year with our first annual ladies garden party. Some of you have heard me talk about this. I just had on my heart that we had sold homes to a lot of single ladies. And when we were calling them at their 6 month and 1 month, or their 1 month, 6 month, and 1 year, and talking to them, how are you getting involved in the community? Well, you know, it's like everybody's couples, and I don't want to go by myself to the neighborhood potluck. And so I just kept hearing that over and over. And I'm like, these ladies are moving here from New Jersey and they're not meeting people. Yeah. They're not connecting. So what can we do to help them connect? So we decided to throw a party for all the single ladies. And so Liam here was the brilliance behind this. He grew up in New York. And so I was sharing with him my vision of, I don't want to call it like all the single ladies, you know, I want it to be like, kind of like a tea party or, you know, something like that, like it's really sweet and open. And so Liam says, well, in New York,
They're garden parties.
They're called garden parties. I'm like, garden party it is. So we held it at the Yards, which is in Sawgrass. It's just a venue next to a restaurant that's in Sawgrass Country Club, and it was very affordable. I got a caterer to make chicken salad sandwiches, very affordable. One of the guys on our team, Paul Stewart, who plays the guitar, extremely affordable. And so it was so easy. And I think we did like little centerpieces. We did little, and then these were our favors. I picked up these little candles that had like a little flower on top. I got these in a 6-pack at Tuesday morning. So affordable, right? So none of this has to be expensive. And then we put one of our tags on it to label it. And so this was like their little favor. And so, and then the best part was young, handsome Liam was the bartender and for our mimosa bar. So all the ladies were coming to the mimosa bar. And the funnest part, so that was fun. And I don't have the sheet. The questionnaire. So we did a game for them, like going to a baby shower. So we did like a creative questionnaire that said, find someone who's recently traveled to Europe. Find someone with red nail polish. Find, what were some of the other things? Find someone who is left-handed. Yes. And so we welcomed them in, gave them checked them in, gave them a little name tag. They went and got a mimosa, and then we handed them their little game with one of our branded pens on it, and they had to walk around and meet other ladies, and then we sat them at tables according to whatever area of town that they lived in, and friendships have blossomed out of this event, so it was cool. It was cool. Every one of these creates a sale or more. So every single one of these will create a sale. So it pays for itself. So I think from this one, we had a lady that her sister also was looking to move here. And so we sold her sister a home, voila. So super great. All right, the next one is, because I want to be mindful of your time. Oh, that's the garden party. Oh, this is a little video. This is what it looks like. And then we send this video, so everything we do is e-bite, right? And then it always says, upload your pictures or say thank you. So then we send this video out to everyone afterwards through the e-bite. Yeah. That lady was the very first home I sold to in 2010. They love seeing themselves, right? In the video, makes them feel important. It continues that connection of I am your relative for life. In our sign-in sheet, we always have a question mark. So can you just verify your name, email, phone number? We already have it printed out, but if it needs to be changed, and then do you, what else do we have on there? Do you, are you interested in a home valuation?
And then are you looking to buy or sell?
Are you looking to buy or sell? And would you like to receive market updates, which is just an MLS strip for their neighborhood? And almost everyone checked that box. I just want to receive updates on what homes that are selling in my neighborhood. So then we can see who opens them, right? So that was awesome. All right, so that was our first event. Our next event, we've sold maybe about almost 50 homes now in E-Town. And so again, everyone's brand new, right? The whole neighborhood's new. Nobody knows each other. We've sold it in all of the different pocket neighborhoods. They have an amazing, you go ahead and play the video. They have an amazing rooftop at their amenity center. So we were like, let's do a reggae on the rooftop. So we hired the oldest Jamaican, what do you call it? Steel drum band ever. We thought he was going to pass out, but he did good. And then we had it catered by some local Jamaican restaurant. You can play the sound. And then just lots of fun. Did our little balloon arches. And you know what we don't have is on the tables, we have a little sign with our Scan Me. And they can scan a QR code of leave a rating review, send us a referral. What's the other scan? Oh, follow us on Instagram. So on all of the tables, we had these little scanning things so they can get connected with us. So super fun. That was reggae on the rooftop. I think that whole event may cost us $500. So inexpensive. It's so easy.
And approximately how many customers do you have at an event?
What did you say? Our goal is between no more 50 max. Our goal is 40, give or take.
And you do that for $500?
Wow.
That's impressive.
Because our goal is to have a conversation with every person. That is how we do. We used to call these micro events. And so that's our goal, is to have smaller is better so that we can have a real conversation. And it's not like a,
Hi, how are you? Bye. You know,
exactly. You can keep going.
like a wedding.
Oh yeah, and then we always do a favor at everyone. So for this one, it was, thank you for joining us. We're trying to think of reggae. Oh, we served rum punch at the thing. So we sent them home with a thank you for joining us, all of our contact information, and then the rum punch recipe on the back. And so this little card was tied here, and then it was a pineapple juice, a miniature Malibu, and we had a fresh lime in there. So, yeah, so they can keep the recipe and it has our branding on it. So we send them home with this. All right. The next one, we've sold a lot of homes in the World Golf Village area. So we went to the caddy shop that's right there in the big World Golf Village, and we called it Spring on the Green with the Cavanaugh team. And so that was super fun. We just had, again, live music. We just did appetizers, like an appetizer buffet, and they have a private room in the caddy shack. I don't think they charged us. So all we did was pay for the food. And then we did a golf challenge hole. You could like try to do the golf. So that was super fun to do. And on that one, how much were these? These were so affordable.
I think there's about 100 of them for $250.
Yeah. So
$250 each.
look at how cute this is. So it is our logo golf ball, a ball marker, the tee, our little sticker on the top. So this was our favor for the event in World Golf Village. So super, super cute, easy.
And quick question, how far out are you planning each of these events? Like, do you already have everything for next year?
Not yet. We're in business planning for next year, but we try to do one a month, and we really just schedule it around what is happening in our area. So like that one was in May. So when is Memorial Day? When are kids getting out of school? So we kind of, it's typically a weeknight because weekends are shot. And so people have to eat dinner anyway. And so they'll come to your event because it's a weeknight. But it just depends on the situation. We were the business partners for a elementary school in Nocatee, Pine Island Academy. And so kids can't buy houses. And so we focus on the teachers because we have so many new teachers moving to St. Johns County. And so we did a summer send off for the teachers at Really Good Beer, which is like a tap room in Nocatee. And so it was the day before school got out, because we did the last day of school, they're gone. So the day before the last day of school, we sent this to all the teachers at our school and just said, hey, we just want to send you guys off into summer and let us buy you a beer. And that was super, super fun. We had some little giveaways that were there and some little prizes, and they just absolutely loved it. They were so thankful. And each beer cost us, I think, $3.50. And we ordered pizza from like, how did you invite them? We created this invitation and took it to the school, and because we're business partners, they put it in all the teachers' boxes. And then we sent an invite and electronic that they emailed to all of the teachers. So we had a great turnout. It was super fun. And then we got to send them this follow-up afterwards. And so every event brings a sale, but also it brings promotion, right? You can't promote anything if you don't do it. So I think this whole event maybe cost us $300. The biggest, with pizza and beer. And it was for 2 hours. It was from 2:30 to 4:30 on a Wednesday. So super, super easy, great connection. And we got to partner with our local businesses as well. So family movie night, y'all, this is the easiest thing to do. I was so reluctant because every mastermind call I was on, everyone's doing family night. I was like, oh, but no, it was so easy. So the Cinemark, we did this one, and you can rent the whole theater for, I think, $600. You rent the whole theater, so you have the whole theater to yourself, so you can invite, I think we could get up to 50 people in there. And so we tell the people we don't tell them the movie. We tell them to come 30 minutes before the movie starts. We set up our table in the lobby, they let us. And so they come in, they sign in. See the frames with the QR codes here? So this is where they can leave a review, give us a referral, we have them sign in, we have prizes. And so, and we just get to chat with them for a little bit. And then we have little coupons where they can go get a free Coke or popcorn. And I think that costs $6, $6.50 to us to give them a coupon for a Coke and a popcorn. So it's minimal. We've done it twice. We've packed out the movie theater both times. They love it.
Do you have them RSVP?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because we have to order those in front of time. And then their little giveaway, y'all, is this the cutest thing? It's popcorn flavored jelly beans. And then we put one of our little Post-it notes things in there because you need shelf life, right? Branded shelf life. And then our little tag that Liam creates all this amazing stuff. Your referrals make our business pop. And the numbers are our phone number. So that was their giveaway when they walked out of the movie theater. And then we gave them the prizes were like a popcorn bucket with candy and snacks, and then 2 tickets to the movie place. So that was a little bit more expensive. I would say it cost us total $800. But we were packed with 50 people in the movie theater. And so it was awesome.
On that one, did you get to talk after?
We did. So yeah, when the movie finished, everybody just sat. I was surprised,
Yeah.
right? We're like, surely everyone's gonna get up and start,
Bathroom.
but they didn't. We moved that table into the theater, and so it was sitting there, and we told them after the movie, we're gonna give out our prizes. And so after the movie, we were able to thank everybody for coming. You know, we love connecting here. We're your family realtor. We're here for life, and let's give away some prizes, and they love it. So. All right. And then, so those are a sample. I'm not going to tell you about all 12, but that's just a good sample of all different types of things that you can do at a minimal cost to stay connected with your clients. And so like the movie nights, that one was in the Durban area. So everybody that we've sold homes to, like in the 210 corridor, they were all invited. And so sometimes they get to see their neighbors. And so that's kind of how we structured this year, was geographical location. We did another movie night, movie day, and we actually did a Sunday matinee at the one off Atlantic. And we did that on a Sunday afternoon to everybody we've sold like in the North Jacksonville area. And so, and I mean, people we sold homes to yesterday or 6 or 7 years ago, that everyone's invited. So this is my database is.
So you invite everybody and you just max it out at whatever your number is.
Yes. Invite everybody, space is limited. Yep. And then today is our major annual homeowner appreciation event. And it is the highlight of our year. We have over 250 people who have RSVP to come today from 3 to 5 or 5 to 7. We do that in the Nocatee Station Field, and that's where we do the majority of our business. And it is, do you have the video for that? The one that I did? So we've got a live band, we've got a blues band, a 7-piece blues band that's playing. We have it's being catered by Bobo's Barbecue, so blues, brews, and barbecue. And so blues band, the theme changes every year. Last year it was a chili cook-off. It was so fun. So this year, blues, brews, and barbecue. So we have a 7-piece band, blues, catered by Bonos. We have beer, it's called Tackle on Wheels. It's a beer truck that has like, and for me, Chardonnay on tap. And then we have root beer for the kids. So we have water and root beer. So we do a bounce house. And then we have 2 sponsors that sponsor it. So it cuts our cost. And so the event total, it costs us about $7,000. We have 2 sponsors that are each $2,000 a piece that pay for things, and then a couple other small sponsors. So out of my pocket, it's about $3,000. Every year at this event, I end up selling a minimum of 4 homes. Wow. That far cover the cost of the event. We invite everyone that we've ever sold a home to. I think I'm at about 1,200 homes over the past 10 years. So we cap it. We were capped at 250. And it's just such a great event, but it is a little like a wedding reception where we're, hi, thanks for coming. And that spawned us to do these micro events. We're like, I want to really find out, how is your daughter Emily doing? Did she make the cheer team? Or where is your son Scott going to college? Like, I really want to have those conversations. So that's what prompted the micro events. This one is great because everyone loves it and it's a big hurrah. We also have 2 charitable organizations that our team sponsors throughout the year will be there at the event. So we are heavily involved with Canine for Warriors. So they're going to have a tent there because all of our customers ask us, oh, tell us more about that. What do you do with them? They want to know about you also and what you're passionate about. And so Canine is going to have a tent with the puppies and the trainers and their representatives. So hopefully our customers can get involved also if they want to. And then we also are heavily involved with Rethreaded. And so Rethreaded is going to be there and they're going to have a pop-up shop. So people can actually go and buy the earrings and the wallets and the purses. And again, our customers can learn what our passion is with this organization. So it becomes interactive. So I take my whole team and I have them stationed. So our ISA, who is our first phone call to all of our leads, she's at the beer truck because that's the very first thing you're going to get. So she's going to say hello to everybody. Well, actually, the first one is Liam. We have a red carpet and with a backdrop that looks very similar to like that one, but it has our branding on it. And so Liam will be taking pictures of everyone as they come in at the red carpet. We'll get them registered. They'll go grab a beer. They'll see Tammy or a root beer or a water. And then we'll have the canine tent and then the Rethreaded tent and then the barbecue and then all the tables, the cornhole, all of that type of stuff. So it's a fun event. And we also invite any potential customers. So if we've got people that we're working with right now, those are the most important people to invite to all of the events. Hey, why don't you come and meet other people that I've sold homes to and get to know people in the area, in the community. So I have a family that's relocating here from Atlanta, and they're literally driving in this morning so that they can go to this event because they don't know anybody. And I'm like, I have 4 families I need you guys to meet because you all are going to be friends. So they're coming tonight and I'm going to introduce them to these other families that I know that they're going to be friends. So we're matchmakers.
I love that.
Yes. So this is all about so I think it's because of all of these little micro events that we do and how we keep up with the post-closing transaction that gets us such a great turnout. I mean, who shows up from 2 to 5 on a Wednesday or from 5 to 7 on a Wednesday? That's soccer practice. It's dinner time. You know, I probably wouldn't go, but we've got 250 people and we're like, yeah, we're going to be there. And so, which is great. And then we send them home also with our best gift of the year. So how we do this, we send this Evite. We also send a postcard. So we do mail, email, bomb, and text messaging. So this invitation went out to all of our clientele 4 different ways. So that's super, super important. that, because everybody communicates differently, everybody receives, so I like to have something that they can put on the refrigerator. So all of my events, all of our events to Liam's demise, I'm like, it has to be a paper. I love refrigerator. You know, I mean, I know when I get invitations, I have a bulletin board, I put all the invitations on. And so we become such a digitalized society. I think it's important to have people, oh, I gotta put this on my calendar. So they receive it all the ways. So every event that we do is paper, text, and email.
Is there a method to the madness about which goes out first?
Usually all goes out about the same time.
Okay.
We usually do the email first.
Yep.
The email launches the same day that this goes into the mail. So so the email gets it, then they usually get this 2 days later, and then we usually do a text a week later.
60 days prior.
30.
30.
Nobody knows what their life looks like 60 days out. Isn't it funny when you go to the dentist and they're like, so would you like to book your appointment for July?
You're like, I will reschedule it. I will right now. I'll tell you that. There's 100% chance.
Right. Questions? Oh, I was gonna show you, this is great. For tonight, when they walk the red carpet, they get their photo taken by Liam, they register, we hand them this koozie. This First Coast Mortgage is our sponsor, is one of our major sponsors for tonight's event. So they're gonna get a koozie to put their beer in, or water, or root beer. And then this is a chance for them to win a prize. And it's called Cavanaugh Cash. And so basically it's questions that we ask them, then they fill this out, turn it into the bucket. And then at some point in the evening tonight, we will pull 4 of them out and give a prize. And the prizes are, we got a bottle of wine from the title company. We have a little swag bucket. We got $100, one of our insurance providers gave us a $100 gift card to Ace Hardware. So that'll be a prize. So I didn't buy these. These were given by our vendors that we partner with. But here's the questions. So they fill this out to enter to win a prize. Did you purchase or sold a home with the Cavanaugh team? Well, that's pretty much everybody. Purchased or sold multiple homes with the Cavanaugh team. I have 3 families that are coming tonight that have bought or sold more than 4 homes with us over the years. So that's huge. Did you refer a friend or relative to the Cavanaugh team? Did a friend or relative close? Because some people say, well, I've sent you 10 friends. Yeah, but one of them closed on their house. So did you like our Facebook page? Follow our Instagram page? Write a testimonial or review on our Facebook page? Are you interested in buying or selling within 1 year? Are you interested in a market home valuation? So the more checks they get, the more chances they have to win the prizes for tonight. And it gives them something to do as they are eating and listening to music and sitting at the tables. And it gives us an idea of how we can best serve them. And they love doing this. All right, questions? You have 5 minutes.
So when you are working with your sponsors to help you with these events, do you have them completely handle the cost of something? So you don't even have to worry about, are you allergic to work? So that you don't even have to worry about expensing or reimbursing or anything like that?
And due to RESPA laws, they cannot pay us. So they have to pay the vendor directly.
Oh,
so we just say, here's the vendor, this is what the total cost is, and then they pay them directly. So like for my bonus ticket was we're having brisket, pulled pork, mac and cheese, green beans, Texas toast, and banana pudding, $1,800 for 250 people. And it's affordable. And so First Coast Mortgage is paying them directly.
That's excellent.
So and he's like, I got a $2,000 budget for you. I'm like, great, here you go. So super awesome.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so they pay them directly. And then like America's Choice, I think is covering the band, and they're paying like 3 to 4 different vendors to match theirs. And 210 home warranty. So she's covering all of the cookies that we're doing.
And will the cookies be branded cookies?
Some of the cookies will be, but the banana pudding is the major dessert, but yes, we're actually doing a brand new logo reveal tonight. So it's 10 years and it's a decade of real estate. It's time to up our branding. And so we're doing a brand new brand reveal. And so we did get cookies in our new logo that we're passing out. And they're the same as these other ones. So, yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Nobody has one.
Yeah.
So for someone who's been in the business a year or just starting out, what would you say the biggest focus should be? I know ultimately, you know, we want to get to this kind of events and things like that. Should we try to do something every month, or would every quarter, do you think, still be impactful?
Yeah,
as
I
we're
would
still
say
building?
start with the year.
Year, okay.
Our very first one was 10 years ago, and we rented the little rum room at Husser's, and I had 20 people. It was my first annual homeowner appreciation event, and I could barely afford the egg rolls, but it didn't matter. So we did it. We got a sponsor to sponsor us. We had a lender sponsor it, and so all I had to pay for was like the invitations and the little goodies to give away. And so to start annually is your number one thing. We do it in November because it's like a Thanksgiving, like we're thankful, we're grateful for our customers. Because it allows us to kind of have a full year of people that we've, you know, can't do it in December. In January, people have moved on. So we have found that November is the best month for us to do it. So start annual, and then maybe go to a biannual, like maybe a spring and a fall, and do that, and do something super simple. And then maybe go to something that is quarterly. So it's just build upon it.
Just build upon it.
Every year. Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Where do you get a lot of your branding stuff? Like, I mean, like your
A lot of
stickers,
places.
your cups, like they're all different places.
Yeah, I mean, Liam is great at researching, and I mean, cost is everything, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, we're very, very conscientious about expenses, and so we want to make sure that we just kind of research a little bit. I mean, I was like, for the golf thing, I want to give logo golf balls, and then you just have to decide quality versus I just want it to look good.
Yeah.
So my husband, who is an avid golfer, is like, I'll never use that golf ball. I'm like, I don't care. I just,
Look good.
but I gave one of these, I sold the house to the father's house of the man who developed all of Nocatee and E-Town. So his dad was going into assisted living, so he listed his house. And so I gave the son, the developer of Nocatee and E-Town, one of these at closing, and he was leaving on a golf vacation or golf tournament in Montana. And he sent us a picture of our ball at his first tee, and I'm like, see, Rick Ray loves my golf balls. I don't care if they're not any good.
Would you, what are your thoughts on, especially for newer agents, or if you're trying to farm an area, if you don't have the past customers to invite,
Yeah.
like, would this be something you might consider for farming areas? Like,
Yeah, so kind of one of
those.
those, that was like the teachers, that was essentially a farm area,
Yeah.
was the teachers. None of them were my clients yet, but because we had partnered with the school, which by the way, we're not doing that again, but think of a neighborhood. So yeah, do something like in a local brewery.
Okay.
I'm telling, that is the least, pizza and beer is the best, easiest. And every tap room wants you to come in between 3 and 5, because nobody's there.
During weekdays, you did that weekdays.
We did it on Thursday. That's
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. What other questions? Yeah.
Do you have I know, I love that you are so cost conscious, because, you know, you hear a lot of people that go kind of crazy and then they spend and spend, you know, and I'm that kind of person who loves to kind of plan and, oh, those bags are on sale, I need to get them now, even though,
Yeah.
you know, so I even have my family watching, you know, the
Yeah.
clearance aisles, things like that.
Yeah.
How much, because I know in the Millionaire Real Estate book, they say you should be putting back, what is it, 30 or 50%? It seems like a pretty large number. Do you feel like you put that back into your clients or is it less?
I would say we're probably at 30%.
30%,
Because
okay.
profitability, we're all in this business to be profit and profit. And so profitability is everything. However, I am a stickler on quality. Like everything Liam knows has to be presented as quality. So again, going back to the golf, this may not be the golf ball that wins you the tournament, but this little thing sure does look good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a cheesy, so I make sure that everything is really nice and quality, but also cost efficient.
Because it's better to have one really nice item
Yes.
than 5, really cheap, cheesy things.
Kind of, I didn't finish showing you this. This is today, this is the gift that everybody will get after they come to our Blues, Brews and Barbecue. And so sometimes it's theme oriented, so blues. So we have branded sunglasses, our brand is on the side. Blues, brews, and barbecue. So sometimes it's and we put our label onto the label. So it's that, and then it also gives us an opportunity to, we did a calendar. So the new year's coming up, so we did a little calendar, thankful and grateful, and they can rip off for every year. And then this is from our partners. So 210 helped us, Trish, a title company and a mortgage company. So we let them put their swag in our bags too. So that they go home with everybody. Yeah.
And do you just tell like your sponsors, like, hey, those events, do you want to sponsor? That's all you-
Yeah. Actually, so that's a great question. How do you get sponsors? So I call, look at who I use the most, and then I start with those vendors. So everybody from mortgage lenders, insurance carriers, so insurance providers, title companies, inspection companies, home warranty companies, moving companies, that would be another good one. Who do you send your clients to the most to utilize their business? So because of you, you're making that business money, and this is a way for them to give back and get more business. And so I just call them and say, hey, we're having our annual homeowner appreciation. It'll be anywhere from 200 to 250 people. Because we've done the most business with your company, we would like to invite you to be our premier sponsor at $2,000. Or you can be, so you kind of do the levels of sponsorship, or if you don't want to be the premier sponsor, then we can have you go into the $1,000. But this is the space that I have open first, and I wanted to invite you first because you're the company that we've done the most business in lending. And so, and then I just kind of go down this, and the phone call comes from me, not my team, but from me. And then I go to the next person and say, hey, title company, we've done the most business with you. We have this opportunity for you to be a platinum sponsor at our event. I wanted to call you first and give you the opportunity before I call the next person. And guess what they're gonna do? What do you need? Yes. What do you need? I will do anything. Yes, I will be your client. Just tell me where to send my credit card. That's what all of them have done, right? Just tell me where do I send my credit card? So yes, they've all been incredible. And then I want it to be beneficial for them as well. So like this one customer that I called yesterday, I want to put all my stuff in a trust. So I called the title company and I said, hey, this client we didn't close with you, but they want to put their stuff in the trust, can you do that? And so they're going to make money off of that. And so, Trish, with 210 warranty, a lot of homes we sell have warranties, right? We negotiate that and now they've run out because, people who come to my event bought homes 5-6 years ago. So, hey, here's a good time to up your warranty.
Do you ever invite the sponsors to your micro events?
Yes.
Not necessarily, but
Yeah.
people you do a lot of business with.
Yes, always the sponsors. I want them to mingle and we introduce them and we don't give them the microphone. You know how those mortgage guys are. But we do introduce them and thank them publicly. And then they're all over, you didn't see the other side of this invitation, but they're all over, all of our social media, so we make sure we rebrand them as
But do
well.
you ever, so like the people who, Trish and those that are coming to this event and sponsoring this event, will you invite them to any of your micro events
Yes.
through the year? Okay,
Yes, if they sponsor it.
got it.
But I make sure that I don't overlap sponsors at the same event, so I would never have more than one lender, more than one title, so I make sure I don't overlap. And you don't use the same one for all of your events. So, like we, just because of the area where we live, we've done a ton of closings at America's Choice. And so that's who is sponsoring this event. But in January, I'll be doing a vision retreat with my team, and that Blue Ocean will be sponsoring that event.
Got
So
it.
make sure I don't overlap sponsors
Thank you.
at the same event. You want to be mindful of them.
And this could be a whole other class question, so by opening a can of worms, you can say next class, Carrie. But, so these are all of your customer appreciation items and things like that, and how you keep in touch with them. Is your marketing to market to new clients completely separate? And like, as far as, just new customer base, do you do a lot of marketing that would include little Popeyes or anything like that, or?
60% of our business is referral based,
Fantastic,
so this is it.
I love it.
So this creates your repeat business. So your customers that you've closed with become your pipeline, become your new customers. And so, yes, we do farm a few areas, and so we still do, some farming, but most of all, we build our business on repeat business.
I love it.
Is where most of our leads, I don't buy leads, we don't cold call, we don't do expireds, and we don't do any of that. Never have.
That's wonderful.
So we rely on we put all of our dollars in this bucket, but we spread the bucket out. So, or most of our dollars. Yeah,
That's excellent.
yeah.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so the majority of our business either comes from referral website that we were a part of, our past customers, or other, this would be another class, other agent referrals from across the country. So that's also a significant part of our business.
So
And
the 60% referral, is that, you said that's repeat business?
60% of our business is from repeat business, or just referrals from people who have bought or sold, like my sister wants to buy. So we consider that like repeat business. It's not that person, but part of that family, that sphere.
Yeah.
From our sphere.
I would love you to put that referral class on the books, because from family reunion,
Yes.
I had 6 this year, but I want to figure out ways to, I paid my cap almost with just referrals that I had sent to other agents.
Yes.
I would love to figure out how to make that even larger.
Yes, we've got some great ideas. Liam and I need a new dog and pony show.
Yeah.
We've been carrying this
It's
bucket
been a while.
around to we've taught this class, I think, 6 times this year, so we're ready for a new class. So you got it, Carrie, just for you. We're gonna move on to referrals, real estate referrals, real estate agent referrals. How do you foster that? How do you? Well, thank you guys so much for
Thank
coming.
you.
And before you guys leave, I want to introduce Sherry Livengood. You guys all welcome her, give her a hand. She just passed her real estate exam. Let's try. Woo!
Thank you.
Congratulations. She is searching to find where she wants to land her real estate license. And so she came and spent some time with Amanda and I, so she could learn all about the Keller Williams family. And so she's shopping families right now. So